Picture yourself in New Delhi, where ancient monuments rise beside glass towers and the city pulses with life. Amid the chaos, have you ever wondered where the name India comes from? The answer lies not in the city, but far away, on the banks of a legendary river. This river's name became the thread connecting India's past to its present. To understand India, we must first understand the river that named it. The story of India's name is a journey through time, shaped by ancient peoples, foreign travelers, and empires. It begins with a single Sanskrit word and travels across cultures, carried by traders and scholars. New Delhi, built and rebuilt over centuries, is a living symbol of this story, a city layered with history, unity, and diversity. But the true origin of India's name lies to the northwest, where a mighty river gave birth to one of the world's earliest civilizations. Let's travel back in time, following the river's course, to discover how a simple body of water came to define the identity of over 1 billion people. The story of India is, at its heart, the story of the river that started it all. Our journey begins in the Himalayas, where melting glaciers give rise to the Indus River. For millennia, the Indus has carved its way through mountains and plains, providing life to the land. Its floods brought fertile soil, making agriculture possible and supporting growing settlements. The river was a highway, a food source, and the heart of early communities. Along its banks, people grew wheat and barley, traveled by boat, and exchanged goods and ideas. The Indus unified scattered villages, allowing them to thrive and innovate. With stability came new skills: pottery, weaving, metalwork, and building. The river's bounty nurtured the seeds of civilization, laying the foundation for a culture that would shape history. The Indus Valley became a cradle of human ingenuity, its people mastering irrigation and city building. In every aspect of life, the river was the center of their universe. The Indus Valley Civilization, or Harappan civilization, flourished along the river from 3300 to 1300 BCE. They built advanced cities like Mohenjo-daro and Harappa, with grid streets and sophisticated sanitation. Their society was organized, prosperous, and connected to distant lands through trade. Seals with mysterious scripts and animal motifs have been found as far as Mesopotamia, showing their global reach. In ancient Sanskrit, the word for river was Sindhu, a name that soon described both the land and its people. The river gave them not just life, but identity. They became the people of the Sindhu. This connection between river, land, and people is a recurring theme in human history. The Sindhu was their defining feature, the source of prosperity and culture. The name Sindhu was more than geography, it was a social and cultural identity. This was the first step in a journey that would see a river's name become the name of a subcontinent. How did Sindhu become India? The answer lies in the evolution of language and cultural exchange. The ancient Persians, whose language turned S into H, called the river Hindu and the land Hindustan. At first, Hindu simply meant the people living by the Sindhu River. The Greeks, hearing Hindu from the Persians, dropped the H and called the river Indus. Soon the land became known as India to the Greek world. Greek historians like Herodotus were among the first to use the term India for the distant wealthy land to the east. The name spread through the Romans, who adopted India into Latin, cementing it in European consciousness. For centuries, India was the Western name for the subcontinent, a land of spices, jewels, and ancient wisdom. The transformation from Sindhu to Hindu, Indus, and finally India is a testament to how words travel and evolve. The name India is a living fossil of these ancient interactions. Each civilization added its own layer, carrying the name further across the world. The journey of the name reflects the interconnectedness of cultures and languages. From a river's name to a nation's identity, this is the story of how words shape history. The Indus River did more than give India its name, it shaped its culture and identity. The civilization on its banks set standards in urban planning, trade, and technology. Their influence flowed downstream, visible in later Indian cultures and traditions. The river became a powerful symbol in Indian spirituality, In the Rig Veda, the Sindhu is celebrated as a life-giving goddess. This reverence for rivers endures, with the Ganges, Yamuna, and others considered sacred. The Indus region was a crossroads, a gateway for migrants, traders, and armies, blending cultures and ideas. This constant exchange forged a uniquely diverse and dynamic culture. India's identity became a tapestry of languages, faiths, and traditions, rooted in the geography of its rivers. The Indus Valley's legacy is not just a name, but the foundation of India's pluralistic identity. The river's influence is woven into the very fabric of the nation. For centuries, India was a name used by outsiders. People identified more with their regions or communities. This changed with European colonialism, especially under British rule. The British adopted India as the official name for their vast colony, uniting diverse peoples under one administration. Ironically, the name imposed by colonizers became a symbol of unity and resistance during the independence movement. Leaders embraced India to foster national identity and rally people against colonial rule. When independence came in 1947, the new nation faced a choice: what to call itself. They chose to keep India, while also honoring the ancient name Bharat. The constitution begins, "India, that is Bharat, shall be a union of states." This dual naming honored both modern identity and deep indigenous roots. The choice reflected self-assurance and historical continuity. India became a name owned from within, not just given from outside. Today, New Delhi stands as a symbol of modern India, a nation confident, democratic, and globally connected. The name India is no longer just a label, it's the identity of a proud, independent nation. Keeping the name after independence signaled a willingness to engage with the world and embrace a complex history. The name connects India to a global legacy of trade, philosophy, and cultural exchange. The journey of India's name, from Sindhu to India, reflects the interconnectedness of human history. Names are living things, evolving and gathering new meanings over time. India's name, rooted in a single river, now represents a vast, diverse subcontinent. It tells a story of foreign encounters, but stands as a symbol of independence and unity. As the Indus River continues its timeless journey, it carries the story of a civilization and the name of a nation. What do you think of this journey? Share your thoughts below and spread the story of India's remarkable name.